Howdy folks, I'm back with another contest recap video. This was the Arnold Amateur Strongman World Championships competition at the Arnold Expo in Columbus, Ohio. My first time doing that. Technically it's an international competition, my first international competition. Happy to be there. I'm going to run through the events and tell you what happened. So this first event is a press gauntlet. It's basically a bunch of things to put over your head, and the fastest to do all 6 wins. If you don't do all 6, the fastest to do all 5 would be next in line, so on and so forth. So I felt good about this event going into it. Pressing was good, conditioning was good. First time pressing a sandbag for competition, so that was nice. Got used to that. I guess it's cool. So he didn't give me that rep. I already got a down command, but it fell back behind me before I could bring it down safely. So they made me redo it. I could have skipped it and went to the dumbbell, but I felt better about just doing this again. So I went for it again and got it. So at this point, I'm gassed. Already did 4 reps, basically. Skipped the dumbbell. That was too risky. I didn't think I would get that, but I knew I would get the keg. So that was a strategic move to go for the keg. Paid off. Had some extra time left. Went for the barbell with chains here. 345 pounds. Had to step back to make sure it wasn't falling behind. Not an ideal outcome with that rep getting taken away, but it worked out. I got 10th place on that event. It was pretty good considering the circumstance. So it is what it is. On to the next. Because it's at a convention, there's a bunch of vendors and people doing autographs. That's Kirienko's Grizzly. I didn't meet him, but I took a picture with a poster, so that's cool, I guess. Next is a sandbag toss over bar. There's 3 bars and 2 bags. Fastest to get all 6 wins. A silly event here. The warm-ups with both bags getting stuck right there. That's cool.
Are you ready? Athletes ready? And go!
I almost fell forward there. He was kind of dragging on that ready, set, go. I was anticipating it too early. So 50-pound bag over 15 feet. Then a 50-pound bag over 16 feet. Next height is 17 feet. A lot of people had trouble with this height, and rightfully so, even with the 50-pound bag. That one I just threw straight up. I didn't send it back behind me, so I had to redo that. So, catching my breath here, walking up to the 60-pound bag, 6-0. Yeah, right there. So I was pretty happy with this result. That's kind of what I expected in training. Still working on getting throwing better. But yeah. I had the height there, but I didn't have the leverage to put it over. I think I was too far away from the bar. Hits it, but whatever. 12th place, not bad. Could have been better. Going into this competition, I didn't really have any events I'm like stupendously good at. So I was happy to just like be afloat on those 2 events. Minus some setbacks, I was in a good spot. I think I was in the 11th overall for the competition going into this event, which was a squat. Now the squat, to get your height, they measure your height and set the bar based upon your height. They had some kind of formula. Now, what this doesn't take into account is how deep you're squatting. So as you can see for me, my squat depth is absurdly low. So I really couldn't move it. So that sucked. To be honest, I'm kind of sick of talking about squatting after all this happened. Really could not get into a spot in here. Only got 10 minutes to try this out. I got maybe 2 reps on a really light weight, so I don't know. Just didn't work out for the film. I really want to have another squat in another competition just to prove that I'm not bad at squatting. This is bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to be that guy that complains about events, but this event was bullshit the way they set the heights. They should have set the heights based upon your squat depth. That's it. Plain and simple. Last place in the event, 30th. Of course I'm mad about it. Here's me squatting and training just to kind of prove that I could squat. See, that's a reasonable depth. I could have gone even a little bit lower. But that's how they should have said it. Anyway, whatever. Last event is Sandbag Carry to Sled Drag. What a hustle by Ernie. It's my friend Ernie. Love that guy. Good hustle by him. Really good stuff. Everyone's going barefoot. I don't know if you may remember from a few videos ago, Nationals in 2022. Same thing, everyone went barefoot before, super chalky. This is really poor planning on Strongman Corporation's part. They shouldn't pick events where people have to go barefoot on a slippery floor. That's just my opinion. Anyway, this is a 325-pound bag. And then the next bag is a 365-pound, I think. Felt good to do this event after failing it at Nationals 2 years ago. I'm not really hustling because I took last place on the event before this, and I knew I wasn't going to make the top 10 for the finals. So at this point, I'm just going through the motions to finish it and end the day off on a decent note. So 13th or 14th place, I don't even know. Who cares? Is what it is. Whatever. Wanted top 10, couldn't get top 10 with that 30th place in the squat after they screwed me over with the height in the squat. But I'm not going to complain. I'm complaining. 16th overall is what it is. Whatever. All right. I don't want this to end on like a sad note. So that's a waffle from Waffle House. I'm just going to show you stuff from the convention, from the trip. Bunch of pictures, videos, whatever I have on my hard drive. So I'm going to throw that in here. All right. That's a bridge in West Virginia. That's Portuguese Charizard. It's in Portuguese. That's me with Matt Webb, World's Strongest Matt, my homie. This is Dylan with an art piece. That's my homie Aiden with Mountain Dew Code Red. Me and my pal Ernie. That's me and fellow tie for 16th place Tyler. This is Aiden doing a sandbag to shoulder.
He's almost there. He's on the chest to the shoulder.
I want to say that's almost 400 pounds or 400 pounds. He turned pro. Congrats to him. Me, Sean, and Brian, the fellas. Me and my boy Taylor. This is me eating a Culver's cheese curd. It was alright. Culver's is alright. It's not that good. Then me, Dylan, and Seth. Thanks. Thanks for the help, fellas. Okay, cool. That's the whole video. It was a good trip, good experience overall. Gave me a lot to think about, and I'm happy to compete again at CT Strongest in April. Then I'm doing official Strongman Games regional qualifier in June, and then hopefully nationals in September. I'm about to go on a run this year. We'll see what happens.